We send any police in Kembanya na baba nofia na bachi mugbo o momo nchi we debe hwe akwụkwọ na egwu police nke akuji ụkwụ na atom but kita ni nkeni di na ogu nkeni kai like anya to na kopo ya ka anyị na-ekwu nkeni anyị ekwe na kopo maka na nkeni dị mma ifo ji dị mma bụ na ọ dị na na-atụ ye ji anyị n'ọfịa bọdụ na na-anwụrụ ụjọ ụmụ anyị bụ onwe n'ife eme na akwụkwọ ụkwụ ya ka anyị jikwu obodo emegwu maka na mbụ obodo te na-agbagharị anyị eturu anyị kịta na obodo n'ịdị igwu ya ka anyị jide ekene n'ọrụ ọ na-arụ na ọ dị mma
Of your charisma. It didn't just come. It came because of your charisma. And that charisma, that seasoned policeman that you are, that a man that is, they say you are not corrupt, then you are tribalized. That is what we need here as a police officer. Please, anyone that is here that commits any offense, please don't reckon with today. Reckon with the offense he has committed. But if he committed no offense, please also do your normal work, your moral uprightness, place it on ground and try that and ask deal with the situation. And so, no matter whose all is God, we don't care. This group, of course, emanates from the Onise in council, the traditional organ in this town of Nsukwa.
The chairman of Nsukwa Development Union. Before the arrival and reception of our amiable DPO, Nsukwa was in confusion and trouble. In the hand of the police and some nefarious persons in the community. But since you came, peace has returned to Nsukwa. We now sleep having our two eyes closed. No more burning of houses, no more burning of cars, no more arrest of any kind, because Nsukwa is peaceful now. So we have come to appreciate you. And to that end, I now hereby move motion that you should remain in Nsukwa for some time now. And I hereby,
because I represent the youth secretary of Nsukwa, I'm here speaking for the youth that since this DPO was assigned here, there have been peace. Farmers are no more bullied. The youths are no more bullied. Before, everywhere was full of crisis. Our youths were flogged, everybody were cultists. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you, DPO, Archie J, Harry. I give you all the vote of thanks.
I've forgotten everything about this station because I felt that the police station is no longer for the whole Nsukwa people. That is just for 1 or 2 persons. So that is why we start keeping the relationship. Otherwise, I used to be a friend to the police because police is our friend in the actual language. But when we started seeing his pattern, standard, when I mean his standard, I mean SP Harry Jeremiah Ache. In fact, if I shed tears here, you people will not like it. But the gospel truth is that himself, not only himself, his DCO and his entire team, for now, I think he came here to change whatever that is not proper to a proper thing. So I know nobody is perfect, but I think I pass my vote of confidence on behalf of Nsukwa Patriots, even on behalf of Nsukwa clan in its entirety, on SP Jeremiah Harry Ache.
They used to burn cars in this community, over 12 cars. If you go to the area command or other places, they've incidented them. Burn houses. And especially when you have trivial issues in the police station, the police will still come, try to settle it, collect money from you. But I've been here a few times, and Jeremiah Achi, who had a case here, he said, oh, this is not what would have brought you to the police station, but all the same, please, I want to appeal to you people, go home and resolve this matter. As we are going, we brought our money to give to him. He said, no, what for? We were surprised, because that, in fact, in the past, they would demand. But we on our own tended to do something because that is what we are used to. And the man said, no, you should go home and resolve your matter. Please come back and tell me how far you've gone. So we are surprised. And we want to thank the Commissioner of Police in his wisdom to have brought us somebody that we so love. In the whole of Nsukwa clan, 11 communities, I hear some other communities are coming to say big thank you to the DPO. We're asking the police authority, please allow this one to be with us, because this is what we want. It's quiet, it's seasoned, it's a professional. His human relation is second to none. Somebody who will appeal.
And I'm very grateful. Because when I came, I know there's a dichotomy. There's this side and there's that side. But mine is not about this side or that side. The laws are strict. The law says this, and if it says that, then that is what it is. But if it is otherwise, then it is not it. How else can I defend myself? So it is in the nature of policemen to arrest people who commit offense. Just like it is in the nature of the lion to eat flesh. So you don't expect to keep your goat near a lion and say that the lion will not eat. So just like a lot of them spoke and they said, if any one of you commits an offense, do not respond to the person. Take them. I can assure you we will do that. But we are simply work with us. Where it is something we can resolve, we will resolve. Where it is not possible to resolve, please do not be surprised when you see me at those steps. But I can assure you that our presence here will have been very welcome. So throughout this period of this NSAS, we were comfortable here. But of course, we were on our toes too, to make sure nothing untoward happened. But we already knew we had friends in the people in the town. We have friends who called us and told us, do not worry. If anything is coming towards you, we'll let you know. That's the essence of policing.
Actually, what informed our activities today is the news making the rounds. That is like the usual misguided forces in our community is petitioning the police authority to transfer a decent police officer that has just been posted to this place 6 months ago as a DPO. And we find that if this man, if somebody is asking for his removal, there is an ulterior motive. And maybe if there's no a response like this, the police authorities at the headquarters may think
a lot, very many observations about that this man, this Jeremiah Achi, the DPO in Nsukwa Police Division today. In fact, like as I've said earlier in one of my interviews, this man, Jeremiah Achi, in fact, I can't even believe that he's a Nigerian police officer from what I can find in him, because I've lived in Lagos, I've lived in Abuja, I've lived in Asaba, I've lived in Kano. I think probably I would have been surprised if maybe the agitation, Nigerian youth agitation for police reform in its entirety is what has made him who he is. But he has been of this standard before the agitation. So that is where I'm surprised. I said it earlier that I've stopped relating with the police officers in this division since after the first pioneer DPOs, first 2 pioneer DPOs, which also try to live by his shoes now, believing that they are discretionary police officers who will now do things according to the ethics of the profession of police force. So, in fact, it's a wonderful police officer because you don't need to tell him, you don't need to correct him. He has corrected himself before he entered that office. I don't know if he is born like that or he is the training given to him. He does not take bribe. He cannot ask for one. He's not violent. He's not brutal. He's amicable or amiable. He's very friendly. But he's very blunt too. He approaches issues as they come. He does not rub it out to paper. You see, so it's a wonderful man who has brought sanity to this division here in Nsukwa and changed most of the police team who work under the DPOs who were so brutal. We have witnessed a lot of brutality from the police force here, who bastardize people, beat them, throw them in the cell without even asking what happened to you. Or what.
In your understanding and your knowledge of the community, why would a people want an exceptional police officer out of the way?
Well, in my opinion, it could stem from the fact that people are power hungry. It could be that people don't like issues resolved in the right way. It could also be that, yes, if you're having an issue with somebody, something that would have been easily settled out of police, maybe because you know the police officer and you know he can always listen to you, and then when you tell him things, he doesn't bother to, maybe for fear of your position, he doesn't really bother to find out whether it's true or false. They go ahead and do what you ask them to do. But with this kind of police officer we're talking about, who certainly want to verify, investigate, look at issues from the point of being an issue. He doesn't take sides, and if it's not doing your wish or command, the things you ask him to do, you don't want him to investigate, and he wants to investigate. Of course, he will certainly, it's not doing your bidding. As long as it's not doing your bidding. In the past, when you just pick up a phone and call the police, DPO, please, one man just insulted me. Take him, please, don't grant him bail. And he says, yes, sir. And then at the end of the day, you will have even discovered that the man who called you is at fault. And you keep him there for 10 days or 30 days without bail. And you are enjoying yourself, yes, are punishing. People even be coming to police over nothing. And then you see the one that is going to say, well, I've heard you, sir, but let us find out what happened in the first place. It's not doing your bidding. Now, this time, of course, you want him out because he may not be responding the way you want him to respond. So, of course, that could be one of the reasons why people want somebody who is doing well to be out, so that they get those who would listen to them do it the other way. In my opinion, that could be one of the reasons. That's a concern
of this community. The thing is, I have great sympathy for whatever happened today, because from information now, it has to do with a kind of solidarity rally for the new DPO in town. Well, the man is doing quite well and exceptional. Well, it's not out of place that people should gather to pass a vote of confidence on him. And I believe that's what happened today. Yes. The other way around, you say counter because it's on note too that a group of disgruntled persons who are really bent that there's no peace in this community has forwarded a petition against the person of the new DPO, and that such a damning petition will still create great lacuna in the security structure. And in this case, the DPO, the new DPO, is a round peg that fits the round hole. So their petition is counterproductive, ill-timed, and brought completely in bad faith. We should desist from doing that. To my notice, the community have been very peaceful. And again, well, for the scope of this interview, I like what I saw today. They have my 100% support. That's the truth. Thank you. First, the young man is educated. He belongs to that corps of officers that are trained for the job. Like I earlier said, he fits the picture of what this community wants. I think he's competent. Look, let me remind people that it's not only when police show rise of force or when police vehicle traverse the community day by day shooting guns that people will take their job seriously, or people will know that the police is active. I believe the new DPO is working behind the scene. The turnout have been peaceful. Rate of crimes has dropped diagonally, yes, to the lowest end. So you can't, Ali, will you see the police station overcrowded now? And yes, to the best of my knowledge, the man has involved other alternative resolution of dispute, matters that would have devolved into great war. This man has involved both parties and they make it out diplomatically, which is even allowed. So to be fair to the young man, his job is good, he is doing well. The community is at peace at the moment. So what else? I give it to him. Yeah.
Finally.